At a railway station, there lived a poor man. He was a beggar. He asked people for money every day. He survived by begging from people on the train. One day, he saw a tall man. The man wore clean, expensive clothes. The beggar thought, "This man looks rich. Maybe he will give me money." He walked to the man and said, "Please, give me something." The tall man looked at him and said, "You always ask from people, but do you ever give something to others?" The beggar answered, "Sir, I am a beggar. I have nothing. I can't give anything." The man said, "Then you should not ask. I am a businessman. I believe in give and take. If you give me something, I will give you something too." Then the man got on the train and left. The beggar sat and thought about the man's words. He felt confused, but the words stayed in his heart. "Maybe I don't get much because I never give anything," he thought. "But I am just a beggar. What can I give?" 2 days passed. He couldn't find an answer. On the third day, he saw something near the station. There were flowers growing by the plants. He smiled. "Maybe I can give flowers to people who give me money." He picked a few flowers. Later, when he begged on the train, he gave a flower to each person who gave him money. People were surprised. They smiled and kept the flowers. They liked this small gift. From that day on, he picked flowers every morning. He gave them to people who gave him coins. He saw that more people gave him money when he gave flowers, but when he had no flowers, people gave him less. One day, he saw the same tall man again. He walked to him and said, "Today I have something to give. Please give me something, and I will give you flowers." The man smiled. He gave him money and took the flowers. He said, "Very good. You are a businessman now like me." The words made the beggar feel happy and proud. He looked at the sky and said, "I am not a beggar. I am a businessman now." People thought he was crazy, but he was full of hope. 6 months later, 2 rich men were talking at the same station. One man looked at the other and said, "Do you know me?" The second man said, "No, I don't think so." The first man smiled and said, "You met me twice. I was the beggar. The first time, you did not give me money. The second time, I gave you flowers." The second man was surprised. "Yes, I remember. But now you are wearing nice clothes. What do you do?" The man said, "I sell flowers. I have a big flower shop. I travel for work now. You taught me something important. We receive more when we give. That rule changed my life." He added, "People didn't give me money. They paid me for the flowers. I used that money to buy more flowers. Now I have a flower business. I was never just a beggar. I was a businessman who didn't know it yet." Both men smiled. They continued their journey.
Remember, we grow when we learn to give something, not just ask. You don't need to be rich to give. You can give a smile, a kind word, a flower, or your time. Believe in yourself. You are more than you think.
Quiz time.
Number 1. Where did the beggar live? A. In a village. B. At a railway station. C. In a flower shop.
Option B, at a railway station.
2. How did the beggar get money? A. He sold newspapers. B. He begged from passengers. C. He worked at the station.
Option B, he begged from passengers.
3. What did the rich man say to the beggar? A. You are not allowed here. B. You should buy flowers. C. You must give to receive.
Option C, you must give to receive.
4. What idea did the beggar have after seeing flowers? A. To plant a garden. B. To sell the flowers. C. To give flowers in return for coins.
Option C, to give flowers in return for coins.
5. What is the message of the story? A. Don't talk to strangers. B. Giving and self-belief can change your life. C. Flowers are good for business.
Option B, giving and self-belief can change your life.
Well done! That's the end of our video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.